Okay, so hi, my name is James Norman and I'm the Unit Director for Sustainable Construction 3. Now, Sustainable Construction 3 really covers two specific areas of sustainability. The first one is what is sustainability and how do we measure it and how do we apply it and use it on building projects. And it covers all sorts of different things from BREEAM and other measures of sustainability to different ways we might try and implement sustainable options on a project. The other half of the unit is then much more about sustainable design within the context of building design, and it really looks at load-bearing materials, so masonry, earth, straw bale, and it looks at how we might use these materials rather than traditional steel and concrete. So this module is assessed through an open book test, which is very similar to the format in Design 2. It will include some design questions where you'll have to go through the design process with some different materials, but it will also include some written questions where you'll have to write essay answers on questions like how do we implement sustainability, how do we measure sustainability, things which can't be described so well with numbers but can be described well with words.
It was really good to look at a range of different materials and interesting to think about how you would apply materials that didn't have set codes that hadn't been used for hundreds of years. It was really well presented and challenging in the sustainability aspect, but also good to learn how you would use those materials and I guess challenge clients that you could use an alternative material. I really enjoyed having the external speakers coming in to talk about another aspect of renovating and kind of looking at old structures and how you would kind of build up them.
So this unit is a helpful unit for anybody who would like to use sustainable building materials in their design project and that could be from lots of different perspectives. It might be using things like straw bale and round earth, or it might be looking and understanding better measures of sustainability and applying that in their design project. It's also a really helpful unit for anyone looking to use sustainable building materials out in industry, and I think often engineers think that we only have two different materials that we can build with, concrete and steel, and actually this will open up that palette a bit more. It'll give you some other options of different materials, and actually a lot of sustainable building materials outside of the ones that I've mentioned also used a load-bearing design method. So even though we don't cover every single form of sustainable building material, it will actually give you the skills you need to design all sorts and all manner of different materials when you're working in industry.